if he plays well, he can potentially do some really big work against Swain. I almost feel like he should go mid and just say, what the heck, Twist of Fate, you go top. But at the same time, you know, Twist of Fate needs to go top, so. It looks like he is going to go top. Yeah, I think they know it. They know it. They're like, well, Swain is just too much for Nautilus to handle. So they're going to send him that direction. I'm curious if AB Baller will understand this and himself decide to switch. Now I could be wrong. They may not be sending him top. But I have a really good feeling they are. Yeah, I really think they are. Let me lower my scroll speed just a little bit here. Hopefully they don't start this level 1 engage stuff. They might actually go for it. Let's
30 seconds until
see if I can actually remember how to set this up. There we go. And there we go. So that should be less choppiness for the stream. Might be too slow. I don't know. We'll see. It looks really smooth for me, but I've been told that with the lower frame rate that you get on streaming, it looks really choppy when I scroll the map real fast sometimes. Now, last time Epic tried to engage, or sorry, tried to invade on their jungle. This time, Ernst and Young is the one going for the jungle invade. So far, they haven't been seen here. There's no ward in their blue area, and I think Epic are actually quite scared. And that's for a good reason. They're very tanky, first off. And so, let's see, no real stuff. And here's the thing, that's the problem with Amumu, is that he gets shut down so easily. You take his blue and like it slows his jungle time down by a significant amount. And they're gonna have an easy time doing that. Boom, there it is. Blue stolen. Now all I have to do is back off, get to safety, and Amumu is effectively like, I mean, they just slit his wrist right there, and now he's gonna go emo. He's probably gonna start crying in a second, literally. But there we go. Twist of Fate is mid, so you know, they're not gonna try and lane counter. I want to watch this top lane. I think around level, probably around level 3 or so. That's when Coco's gonna have a lot of trouble. Until then, he's gonna be stronger than AB Baller, and as you can already tell, he knows that as well, and he's taking advantage of that. He has to. That's his only chance, I think, right now, is to really take advantage of his strength. He's gonna come in there as much as possible, land those auto attacks, and I actually went for never move first. So yeah, he's really he just needs to stop taking that harass. I think AB Baller's gonna be fine against him. He just needs to kind of hang out behind his creeps, play a little bit safe, get to level 3, and he'll be good to go. But good on Coco for making use of that advantage for sure. Now Lyrical out of mana, as does happen to Amumu when you get your blue stolen from you. There's not much you can do, and right now he just sit there auto attacking. But let's go back to the lane, as we already know that the jungle is pretty still. Now, really all I see happening here mid lane is a lot of farming. Both champions are pretty good at staying back and farming. Of course, I think that the pushing advantage probably can go to Malzahar at first, at least. And then, of course, it's all just depends on who has like blue buff, and he's got his wild cards. He can push those out as much as possible. So AB Baller will be pushed to his lane. He's going to lose quite a bit of CS there, just because it's really hard for AP carries at first to last hit, especially at the tower. No real, especially well on Swain, no direct damage on his abilities. Hopefully I don't have my foot in the mouth on here. I think that he's definitely going to be stronger than Coco, but he does have to land his abilities. Yeah, he can't be missing his never moves, and you know all he has to do is run up, use his 2 dot spells onto Coco every time Coco comes up from auto attack, and that's going to shut down Coco hard, especially once he starts getting ability power and mana and that light. There we go. Here's a great gank opportunity for Coco to go down. If AB Baller can get this kill, this is going to put him in the spot that he needs. And here we go. Coco getting really aggressive. Now seeing Amumu come in here, he's really afraid, and does get caught by the never move. This is not good. Can he get out? Nice flash, though. Will get slowed down and ignite. Can he pick up the kill? Oh, he will go down with even a nice little pull to the tower. So that's going to be 1 kill, and that's exactly what Swain needs. Coco gonna be in a really bad spot now. I have to give it to Mumu. He's camping the correct lane. He's gonna get Swain fed, and now if he didn't have that teleport, then Coco would actually be in a really bad spot. It's very good that he had that teleport. If he had lost all those creeps there, he would have instantly be done. Like, that lane would be gone. But this is actually gonna give him the advantage, or not the advantage, but it's gonna make it so that he doesn't necessarily lose a huge advantage. Just a little bit of extra gold rather than him losing gold and Swain getting the extra gold. And he's gonna go once again for that 2 gold per 5 item build. We'll see how that works out for him. He's probably gonna get a lot less creep score this game if Swain does the harassing correctly. Yeah, Swain gonna be picking up Doran's and at the same time going to be building into a Rod of Ages. Pretty standard build. You got to have a lot of mana for Swain to work out. And with another AP carry on the team, you can probably expect that he's not going to be getting those blue buffs. And oh, look at this. This is good. Rekt came in there. He's in the bush. He's waiting. AB Baller is bad. Bad spot right here. He's already behind on levels from Coco picking up all those kills, or on the creeps, I mean. And no, not good at all. Rekt picks up the kill there. So Swain was looking good. Now looking actually quite bad. Looks like somebody DC'd. I don't know who. They're saying DXC. Who's DXC? They're gonna go ahead and do the pause. Oh, Hotel 4G. Not fun. I wish when it was paused I can move around the map. Unfortunately, I'm stuck watching it right here. Oh, they're saying AB Baller lagged out. I guess I could see that. He was kind of standing there for a while and didn't look like he tried to escape. I thought that was just because he was locked down, but I suppose I can see a lag out making sense. Okay, there's the reconnect. AB Baller is back, and we should get a resume here shortly. I guess I can take a look at some other stuff. Malzahar is about 10 creep score ahead of Twisted Fate. That's not bad, especially this early in the game at only 6.5 minutes. I don't know if that's just due to really Twisted Fate shouldn't have a lot to worry about, to be honest. I'm not thinking that Udyr really put a lot of pressure on him early on, so I may have missed it, but I mean, we'll see how he goes. He needs a little bit of ability power, and then he can come back with those wild card spams onto the creeps. Early on, it's more about just auto attacking everything down. All right, there we go. Resume is in place. We've got 1-1, both kills up top lane. And Coco definitely going to be having the advantage, though, at this point. So many creeps lost for Swain. And I don't know. I think that if Udyr camps top, like, that's going to... I mean, both people really want to camp top at this point. I want to say that they want to camp Harmonious here. However... I think that he's actually doing a pretty good job himself here. It looks like Harmonious is not really getting super far ahead of Malzahar on creep score. The one thing I'm gonna have to say is that if Harmonious, now that he's level 6, if he's able to get a great gank, if he wants to gank top, I have to say, like, he wants to gank top. AB Baller needs to get in there. They need to have a Mumu come in, and boom, right here. This is where he needs to be. Twisted Fate needs to be ready for this because. No, he's actually going to go bottom. So, kill on bottom does take place. Unfortunately for them, they do lose that Soraka. That was a 4-man gank. Very well coordinated, and that's exactly what you need when you're playing that Twisted Fate. You need your jungle to gank at the same time you do. And it really works so much better. Oh, man, he could go down. Oh, no, just did not have any more damage. I think he was going to ignite him there. Good on him to have that health potion taking away there as well. So Coco will survive that gank attempt from Amumu. Good job, though, for Amumu, trying to pick that up, make something happen at least. Definitely a smart play on his side. So yeah, I would say in this case, just leave middle lane alone, camp top. I think everyone needs to be camping top on both sides. And while Twisted Fate did get that kill on bottom, if he can shut down, Swain, I think that pretty much wins the game for them. Let me see how Corky's doing. Corky, does he need help? 65 to 52. He's already winning the lane, and at this point, I would say that Corky probably doesn't need assistance as much as top lane does. Personal opinion, but just from what I've seen in matches. And there we go, blue buff being picked up for Harmonious. Now he will easily be able to shove this lane out hard, and no blue buff for Malzahar. Of course, he is pretty good on mana for the most part on his own. Wow, he has to be careful there. I thought he was going to ult in there and have Mumu jump in, but okay, yeah, it looks like Rekt actually came in for a little bit of action. Flash being used by Rekt to get out of there. Freaking arrow, look at that. Just barely missing, and is going to go top, not hit anybody, of course. I thought the arrow was going to land. That would have been something interesting to watch. But anyways, what I was saying there is I thought Malzahar was going to go ahead and go for that engage. I didn't see wasn't watching the mini-map, so I didn't see Udyr coming in from behind. That might be one reason why he decided not to. Malz is doing a great job CSing though. Look at the 81 CS at 10-minute mark. That's not bad. I mean, I've seen pro players do keep up with it with a 10 per minute mark. And that's really hard. I've never personally been able to do that, but 86 at 10 minutes, that's actually really, really good. So I definitely have to give him props. He's really good at farming on Malzahar for sure. And if he keeps that up, he's going to be able to get his Rod of Ages very soon this game. It's going to be really quick, Rod of Ages. Harmonious is doing a good job though. He's got that wildcard spam going in. He's hitting those quite a lot on Malzahar. So once he pushes this lane out, he could potentially go up top and get a gank there. His ultimate is up, ready to go. Did lose a little bit of HP from that from getting hit by that E. You have to be really careful when you're playing against Malzahar. Keep your eye on that creep that is low HP, because if you get hit by that dot, I mean it does quite a lot of damage. Let's see. Actually, I'll just tell you. 320 plus 30. Yeah, that's not bad. For a little spell that it's pretty easy to land on somebody. That's a lot of damage. AB Baller here, not really in danger of getting ganked as Rekt is backing off. There's that red Swain. I like that color on him. I would think that AB Baller would be doing better. I don't know if this is due to the gank attempts that were done. Oh, okay. No magic metal times 2, 129 magic resist. That's going to be a big determining factor in how. Wow. Yeah, look at that damage going on. AB Baller actually having a lot of trouble against Coco here. I'm really surprised, but I would say if he didn't have that much magic resist, if he wasn't playing so tanky, this could have been a lot different. But the fact that he did build so much magic resist, he did a great job of countering out Swain, and then he's got the health regen and his shield for one thing as well. So you know what? I don't know. I guess you could say, oh yeah, foot and mouth, but perhaps I just wasn't expecting him to play so tanky, and I really should have, and that's really making it hard for Swain here. Oh, he stayed in the lane. He wants to get these creeps back and try and bait this out, but it's actually going to work not in his favor if he goes down here. No, he will stay alive. Great job on the bird form. We'll keep him alive just long enough to get the kill. What an amazing bait. That could not have gone any better. Oh no, AB Baller now with 2 people coming in here. Good job of Mumu, blocking that as much as possible, but you want to get out. What are you doing? No! Why did you do that? He ran right into that blue card. All he had to do was run right up to the north. Would have been fine. But he kind of just gave away a free kill to Twisted Fate, and I don't get that. So blue buff will be stolen now. Well, maybe not. I don't know. There is the ultimate on Rekt. Can he get a kill here? lots of damage from those wild cards coming in, poking them down. Does save their blue buff, but for how long? There is a ward in this push, so we could have Wrecked just doing a smite over the wall. Oh, and a teleport coming in. No, they're not going to allow this to happen. Coco running in as fast as possible, and he will grab Lyrical. Lyrical does not want to lose his oracles right now, and bam, wildcard spam coming in. They will take the blue buff. They say, this is ours, and that's smart. There's 2 people on this team that really, really wants this blue buff, but neither of them are going to get it. Great play by Ernst and Young. These guys are really strong, very well coordinated as well. And it really shows. You look at their score, their overall standings, they've won a lot of these games, and you can see why. They've got the teamwork down. They're making great plays. Excuse me. So far, Twisted Fate's been doing some good stuff here. You know, he's been falling behind on farm a little bit to Malzahar, but it seems like he's coming back a bit. He's 20 behind, but he's been making plays. Malzahar at 0, and you see Twisted Fate was able to get one of those kills up to the top lane. I'm surprised. I thought the bottom lane. I guess he didn't get an assist on that bottom lane when he teleported down there. I'm not sure exactly what took place down bottom. I just know that Corky got the kill, so possibly he teleported down there, and Corky just stunned. Maybe he stunned Janna. Janna got. I don't know. I honestly don't know because I just saw him die. Anyways, there we go. AB Baller with his Catalyst Protector built up. Oh, nice job juking that. If he can juke those, that's gonna help him out quite a lot. I just think with that amount of magic resist, it's so hard for him to do damage to Coco. It's hard for him to harass him down. What is he up to right now? Mercury treads, so less binding time, plus that extra magic resist from his other null magic metal, and his shield. Oh, here we go. Here comes a dragon attempt, possibly. He does have the oracles. We'll be picking up that ward. So they have an idea that Udyr is either going to be coming down to gank or we're going to be doing that dragon. They will be coming down, folding in to stop this. Of course, oracles on Amumu. I don't know if he's not actually detecting the, yeah, here we go. This is going to be the first dragon fight of the game, I think. And very dangerous for, oh, he's actually just running right past that. They don't care about that. It's going to be an engage from an Ash Arrow. Not hitting the right target there, but with the Malzahar, can they take Wrecked out? Nice ultimate from Mumu, and he does go down. Great job, AB Baller, picking that kill up. And now Alcan on the run with that dot. Look at all that damage. It took him down to half HP. And I think that was literally just 1 dot from Malzahar. There goes the ward. So they're going to lose that coverage. All 5 down on the bottom lane. They really wanted this first dragon. Epic doing a great job this game. I have to give them big credit. Compared to last game, they've really come together. If they can pick up this, hopefully they don't lose this dragon to a Corky. Okay, that would have been embarrassing, but at the same time, they did pick that up. Now they want to get out here. Corky, and here comes the flash and a gold card coming in. They want to pick up something here. Epic looks like they could go down. AB Baller is picked up. His healing just not enough. Now Corky with another kill. Coco grabs one as well onto Ash, and there is the ultimate. Look at that Twisted Fate action, and that's why you play Twisted Fate, to pick up those stragglers, to get those crazy ganks in there. That's 3 down for Epic. Oh man, so they take the dragon but lose 3. Luckily, they don't lose the oracles, so that's strong on their side. They will lose a tower, so overall, I would have to give it to Ernst and Young. You know, I was like, yay, Epic, you guys, you did it. You had great team play, you came back, but they just... But Ernst and Young, they're like, all right, you can have that dragon. We've got something else for you. We're going to take your tower, and we're going to kill 3 of you. What? So I don't know. That kind of evened it back up. And by evening it back up, I mean Ernst and Young is ahead. So we'll see how Epic pulls it out on the next battle. So far, it looks good. I think that's, you know, I had my doubts, but Coco is really kicking some butt up top lane. I'm liking his build that he's been doing these games. Usually when I've seen the lane analysis, they just go straight ability power, making you quite squishy. And this works out fine because you can still do damage. He still does great damage. Obviously, you're not going to insta-burst somebody at level 6, but it's more about that lane sustain, especially on this top lane. If you're playing top lane, Nautilus, you just want to sustain, you want to farm, and speaking of farm, let's take a look here. 87, 260. Yeah, he's demolishing this kid on farm. Demolishing him. So much more farm as a melee versus a Swain. If you're out farming Swain as a melee, you know you're doing something right. Both games, Corki has done amazing on his CS as well. You know, at first it was Malzahar doing really well, but now that Corki has built up, you know, a couple more items, he's doing a great job. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Looks like there was a nasty gank on the top lane. Rekt went in there, and actually it was a twisted feint gank, is what it was. Yeah, that's sick. So AB Baller had pushed in really far. And you really have to be careful about doing that when there's a twisted feint on the map. All he has to do is walk up a short distance, teleport to you, bam, you're done. And that's it. They're taking down the tower with another kill under the belt. 5 kills ahead. Ernst & Young starting to pull ahead, showing their dominance and great team play overall. They really are good at this. I mean, they've got so much coordination everywhere they go. Both in, just in standard lane ganks, taking blue buffs, taking dragons, ganks on bottom lane with Twisted Fate. They've been everywhere together, and that's the big thing about these team games versus people doing, versus people trying to do stuff by themselves in solo queue, for example. You see in a solo queue a lot of times, people just try and focus, and this is a team game. You can't just focus on yourself, so they've been running around in 3s and 4s all over the place, and it just shows how strong that is compared to, just trying to rely on your own skill. And there we go, blue buff once again going to Harmonious. He's had this almost the entire game, from what I've noticed, and making great use of it as well. Wow, Lichbane first. I don't know if I completely agree with that, to be honest with you. It's not. I don't know. It does a little bit of extra damage, but it's only 170, whereas you can... Man, AB Baller, really bad position there, and that knockup is going to put him in a bad spot. He will fall to this last gold card. Harmonious is going to grab that, and that's it. He's really in a bad spot now. He's getting shut down hard at this point. Now with an Aegis build up, plus those 2 gold per 5s, Nautilus is in a very, very good position. Harmonious, on the other hand, doing well also. If you notice, he's already got himself 4 kills. And I think that we'll see that death cap coming up next. Going to put him at some massive burst damage. The one good thing about having an early on Lichbane, while you do lose out on a lot of damage for going early Lichbane, you do get that movement speed bonus. So it helps out with running in and doing some great engages, that sort of thing. Looks like Lyrica was looking for an engage opportunity by putting that ward over the wall. You wouldn't normally do something like that. If he had seen some... Oh, great job there, grabbing Alakhan with an arrow. Bam! She goes down quickly. There's no chance of escape, especially with Malzahar, face raping there. That's pretty much what just happened. He locked her down and took her down. So I think they're going to be fine here. They got Udyr to help out Plog, and everyone else is just kind of backing out. On the other hand, Coco is pushing this top tower, so kind of uncontested. I don't know if AB Baller, if he comes around behind like this, I could potentially see Coco grabbing him and going for the kill. Does he have his ultimate? Where's he at? Where's he at? His ultimate's very soon. It's not up yet, but it's very soon. I don't know if he wants to stay in there now. Ooh, there we go. Here it is. So he's going to go ahead and tank this. And look at that burst damage coming in here. But so much healing. And he's going to go down to the tower. AB Baller picks up the kill. That's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Coco almost dies to another tower attack. Oh, he has to get out of that quickly. This is it. I think he's done. Oh, wow. Nice job. Using that hook to Spider-Man out with the flash to escape. But can he actually get out of here? Oh, he's trying his hardest to get out, but they are closing the distance. They're using the Pythagorean theorem here. Oh, man. Nice juke. Missing the bandage toss. But will he escape? So much Spider-Man action. This guy is a true Spider-Man. Look at the way he gets out of here. And now Rekt coming in to turn it around. He's so tanky, and Coco just waiting for his opportunity to make a strike. He's like, come on, guys, get in here. Let's make it happen. But no, they're just going to back off. And wow, those jukes. Coco right now, a star player. I have to give him so much credit for that. It was amazing play. And yeah, you don't see that every day. That makes me excited for the new Spider-Man movie starring Coco. Wait, I don't think that's right. Oh well. If it were the case, though, I would believe it. And here we go. Looks like the dragon is going to be taking place. Ernst Young thought they were going to grab that easily, but no, Alcon going to go down again. He's been the target of almost all of these arrows. This poor kid, he's arrow bait. He's got a target on him, and this arrow, it's like locked onto him. Every time it's up, they're like, shoot the arrow at Jenna. Kill the Jenna. Plasma Demon just doesn't like Jennas, apparently. So here we go, everybody grouping up in this bush. I think they were hoping that Epic would run to the left to escape back to their base. Not the case, though. I think they may have learned the lesson. They ran down south this time and got away with that dragon. So that's going to be 1-1 on the dragons. You know, they're not super far. Oh, nice stun there. Perfect there. With the combo from Rex, he just couldn't move. He died within the stun. There was no retaliation that was going to happen. That was a great job. And that's going to be, looks like a nice tower for them there. I think I think they're going to back off. If they had this creep wave there a little bit sooner, they could have picked that up. But now they're going to have everyone there, to defend that. This game, while in the favor of Ernst & Young currently, I want to say, is very close. And so it can go either way. I mean, if Ernst messes up here, like let's say they go for a Baron and play it wrong. I mean, they have here it is. Here's the ultimate. Where's he going? And he's going to go for an AB Baller. AB Baller in a really bad position. Here comes the ultimate, possibly. Oh, Lyrical doesn't have enough mana for his ultimate, so he doesn't use it. At least that's what I'm guessing, because he could have used that to try and help Baller escape. And even the parrot is saying, peace out, yo. I'm done. They did a great job of catching people in the forest. They didn't have a ward there or anything. I think they just, yeah. I mean, once he popped that ultimate, he's like, oh hey, what's up, Swain? Free kill for us, man. All at the same time, Plog down bottom, doing a great job. Push down that tower, so that tower is dead. They now have 3 towers to 0, and that's actually, you have to look at that as a pretty big disadvantage. You know, it's experience for the whole team, it's gold for the whole team, and when you multiply it by 3, it's a very large amount. So Epic, just, I don't know, they've got to make some plays here. They have to make some plays soon, and it's hard. It's very hard when you've lost all 3 towers. There's no lane that you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna push this down, and as soon as they leave, I'm gonna kill the tower. No, at this point, when all 3 towers are down, that's when you're out of the laning phase for your team, and so they're just gonna be grouping up and killing people, and they've been doing that anyways. So it's nothing new to them, and Epic's gonna have to deal with that. They need to ward up properly all over the place. The only way to push down these towers is to get wards all over and remove those. And at this point in time, Udir's, I thought someone had the oracles. Maybe not. I guess he lost it. Did he die? I think he did die with that oracles, didn't he? So yeah, actually this could be good. I mean, Umumu still has his oracles, so he just needs to run around, remove as many wards as possible, so that Epic can actually roam freely without being seen, and possibly do what what Ernst & Young has been doing in the whole game, which is kind of pick them off. Oh no, he does have that oracle, so he did pick up another oracles from the base, and that's going to help him out quite a bit. There we go, and he's just going to run around. He saw that Malzahar was coming in. Arrow just barely nudging past him there. Don't think it would have mattered, to be honest. They could have possibly killed him. They were all coming. If he had flashed in and done like an ultimate on him to lock him down, Malzahar might have been able to get that kill. Ooh, look at that grab onto the right person with the oracles here. Now, usually you don't want to grab the tank, but doesn't look like they have much here to stop this. And if Lyrical goes down, that's that's that 400 gold lost. So here it is. Can he Spider-Man onto this? There it is. There's the ultimate from the TF, and he's gonna fall with that oracles. That's bad. That's really bad for him. That could be a Baron, actually. I mean, we've got wards here. I don't know why he put it there. Could have put it in the bush just as easily. So I'm pretty sure Epic knows what's going on right now. They do have that ward right there. So, obviously, they're not going to get caught by surprise. Ernst & Young, if Epic comes in here for this, I have a good feeling that they're just going to turn right around and kill him. Coco needs to be careful. He is by himself here, but no, not taking that much damage, you know. He's tanky enough. They did take Baron. Now he's just going to turn around, turn his attention onto Malzahar. Malzahar very squishy at this point. Harmonious wants to be really careful. So much damage going down on him, and he will die to the Ash, but not before throwing that gold card and picking up Malzahar. Arrow being used to try and escape. Great cleanse, perfectly timed, and another death. That looks really bad for Epic, as Ernst & Young now just around twice as many kills. Now with the Baron buff, going to pick up this mid tower very easily, I think, at this point. Lyrical and Chaos, the only ones to defend, which don't really see that working out. 20 seconds on everyone else, but don't really see much pushing, so I kind of feel like Ernst & Young should have pushed. They had Corki. And Corki, you know, well, a little bit low on mana, had some HP. He could have easily pushed down the tower. They could have pushed down mid. I think mid they could have easily taken there. But it looks like they're just going to play it safe. They're ahead. They don't have to make any crazy plays or anything like that. Just going to go back to the base, buy their items, and then go for the... There we go. Death Cap and Lichbane. He's got his full core item build set up. He's going to be doing some big burst on these guys. Udyr on the head of the hand. Wits in. You know, pretty standard stuff. Another Oracles for Amumu. He's not popping anything yet. He knows. He's like, I don't want to get caught. I don't want to get caught. I'm going to wait until we really need this Oracles. But at the same time, Ernst & Young, they're just slowly pulling ahead. They're grabbing the Dragon. They grab the Baron, obviously. Not sure if he has his timer for a blue, but the way he's standing around here almost feels like he does. No, it looks like he's just going to back off. Never mind. That Corki farm, 269. Only rivaled closely by Malzahar at this point. That's a pretty big advantage to be 70 creep score ahead of the enemy AD carry. Of course, the other thing, though, is that all the kills are on this Twisted Fate, which is not a bad thing, by the way, but, you know, if they were on Corki, it would definitely be stronger for their whole team. Oh, there we go. Here is the engage, possibly. Oh, I thought he was going to jump onto that Soraka. No, instead he's going to go for the Ashe. Perfect, though. That actually went down so quickly. That was almost embarrassing. Oh, here we go. Spider-Man grab, and nice juke. Doesn't matter, though, as he... Oh, can he ult? Oh, he should have ulted him. Did he have his ulti up? Where's he at? Where's he at? No, he had his ulti. He should have ulted him right there in the tower. That would have easily taken him out. I don't know why I didn't do that. I don't know if that was out of fear or... That's the thing. You can't be afraid. Like, if you see an opportunity, you have to punish your enemy's mistakes. Right now, Epic they're not punishing. They're allowing Epic, Ernst & Young to pretty much do whatever they want. They're afraid of them, and that's exactly what you want your enemies to be. You want your enemies to be afraid to take advantage of the mistakes you give them. And now, look, there it is. This is going to be bad. So Ernst & Young came back in, and they took advantage of Epic being kind of just, you know, they're not making the right decisions. They're not making full decisions. They're not committing. They're gonna back and forth, and bam, here we come. Spider-Man grab, picks him up, takes down 3 people, and that was not even like, you know, Epic is kind of like in between their towers. Like, do we defend the tower or do we stay back? And because of that the decision making, they lost 3, they lost 2 towers, and that's pretty much gonna be the game. I feel like Ernst & Young doing a great job. I have to give it to them. Like, Epic, they didn't necessarily play bad. I mean, yes, they did make some, or they probably avoided making decisions that could have helped them out a lot. But Ernst & Young, they made great decisions overall. They have a good team comp. They stuck together. They made really great team plays. I really like this team. I mean, they're having the teamwork that you would expect from a top-level team. You know what I'm saying? So they may not be all like 2400 elo players, but they're playing like a 2400 elo team in a sense. So, you know, the only thing that may or may not be lacking is possibly some mechanics here and there, and I like that. So it's good to see. So here we go. We got the buffs being picked up, and we could have a final push. Epic is just licking their wounds, looking to farm out a little bit more. Asha's, fairly strong. She got Phantom, she got Infinity. If she can pick up a Bloodthirster, that'll help her damage out considerably. However, Corki, on the other hand, is doing really well with what he's got. Trinity and Infinity Edge, two very expensive items, fully built up. Now, I wonder if he's going to be going for that brand new item. The Hex Shrinker does build into the brand new item. And well, actually, I don't know if that's on this patch or not. Since we are on the tournament realm, I don't know if this is Lulu patch. So that might not be the case. They may not have the new item yet. I mean, let me look actually. Oh, I can't look. I can't pull up the shop to look. So I will not be doing that. And Nahus once again doing. Oh, he actually went for a Banshee's Veil this time. I wasn't expecting that. That's an interesting consideration for him. Just going crazy tank mode. Oh, they had to be really careful, and I'm talking about Epic, as all it takes is one nice little pull or a good gold card grab, and they've got so much burst on this team, man. I mean, Epic, they can lock some people down for a decent amount of time. However, at the same time, I just don't think they have the damage it takes to really fight back. Ernst has a huge burst potential. Corki, right now, is scary. Ash, on the other hand, like, if she gets in the back and she hits you a few times, like, it's gonna hurt. But she's not scary. Whereas Corki, he jumps at you, you're like, oh god, I'm done. Unless like Malzahar's on Corki, Corki's gonna beat you. That's just the way it is. All right. Well, overall, they're just looking for any chance to push these lanes in. They're just going to continually do so. This is where sometimes lane pushing can become somewhat stale. But now with Baron backup, they're either going to force this fight out or they're going to easily take this for free. With no inhibitor other than the bottom. Now, they're going to have to be careful on this bottom lane, but at the same time, they don't want to give up. Wow, all the creeps are following them in the lane, plus they have the wards. I don't think they're concerned. Arrow does hit Corki. That's a great target. Unfortunately, he's going to be out of stun before it's too late. Plasma Demon taking a lot of damage. Down goes the TF. Perfect target. AB Baller falls as well to Reg. Great target for him. And Plasma Demon being pushed out by Coco. Coco's just going to follow around here and take him down as fast as possible. Pulling in the Chaos. And Soraka's now in a bad spot. Don't think she's going to get away at this point. And Rek trying his best to pick up Plasma. Not going to catch him, though. 2 kills, though, for... Oh, 3 now. Sorry, for Soraka going down. So I think right now they don't have to go for Baron. And that's exactly the whole idea of Baron. And it's a good thing that Baron's in the game, because otherwise we'd be stuck in this stealth, poke the tower situation forever. So what they did was they forced the Baron fight. They didn't actually need Baron, and they probably didn't even want Baron. They just wanted a fight, not underneath the tower, and it worked out. They forced Epic, and Epic had to. I mean, they had to. There was no choice. They were forced to go fight a Baron, and unfortunately, they're just not strong enough to win that fight. So Ernst wins the fight. They take the 2 towers down. They get another inhibitor. They are going to back off before the 3rd one falls, as they're a little bit low. They did lose their Twisted Fate, who could, potentially get back in a little bit of time, but they're just going to play it safe. They got 2 inhibitors down. They don't have to do anything crazy. What they want to do at this point is probably get their health back up, go to Baron, and then go finish off the game. Right now, with 2 inhibitors down, there's not much Epic can do to stop them from getting that Baron. Like, if they go to Baron, they're just going to lose a lot of their base. They could potentially lose their turrets to the super creeps. They are doing a good job of at least pushing it out, some ways, but it's just not going to last that long. So they have to act quickly. Let's take a look. Triforce. Oh, there's the Quicksilver Sash. He's like, come on, Malzahar. You go ahead and ult me, and we'll just make that useless. And so does Udyr. I don't know what Udyr would get. I don't know when you would ever ult a Malzahar. Or, sorry, ult an Udyr as Malzahar, but in any case, it does eliminate him as a potential target or as a potential threat. And there are a lot of other stuns on the game, so Quicksilver Sash is actually very useful for any of the other stuns. So that's fine. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad choice. Oh, look at that! Ionic Spark! That's not something you see every day. It's not something you see ever. I see it like on a Volley Bear. Never seen it on a Nudir though. And there's that free Baron that I was talking about. Not much that Epic could have done. Honestly, I just don't think there was. And look at this. We've got, you know, like full triple pot. He's fully built pretty much, other than his Dorans, which he could sell that out and buy a Bloodthirster. But I mean, he's good to go. Even Jenna has a double elixir. Look at that. She doesn't care about more items. She's like, let's finish the game. It's over. We have full advantage. We've got Baron buff. We're potted up. We have more items. We have a stronger team comp at this point. And so here it is. I mean, that's it. I think Ernst and Young, they played very well. They kind of showed us that, you know, you play. Oh, here's a final engage. They're gonna do what they can. I don't know if it's gonna be much. There's the Janna ulti trying to push everyone away. Alcan will fall though to Baller, so good job for him picking up a kill finally. Nice, they actually did take out the Udyr, and now Coco might fall. They're doing a good job of holding this back there. Shut down. Coco is able to fall. Can Paul get away? No, he's so dead. One last little attack from Ash, but look at that. 2 kills for Twisted Fate, and there's the ace. Great job. That's the first ace I've seen for Team Epic in these matches. Maybe a little bit too greedy, trying to tower dive past 2 towers. That shut them down a little bit. You know what? That's not bad, Epic. Good job on you. Might be a little bit too late for something like that, but who knows? I've seen crazier games. Now, I still don't see them coming back because now, okay. Here's how they would come back: as if they had them all the way down to the inside of their base, maybe. But they have not taken any towers. Like they have to push through 1, 2, 3 inhibitor, 2 more towers. So this is either gonna go on for another 50 minutes, or the next push, Ernst & Young will just be like, all right, we're gonna play this a little bit more intelligently, and we will not run into 2 towers, and we'll just kill you. Let's take a look. There we go. Ash with the Bloodthirst. She's doing pretty. You know, she's pretty scary. She was able to take down. Coco quite quickly. She was able to take down Corky quite quickly, I should say. When he tried to jump away there, he almost got away, but that one last auto attack is all it took, and finished him off. This is looking pretty good. They are ready to go. They're back. We got the oh yeah, Harmonious now with his own Banshee's Veil. And they're picking up that dragon. I don't know if that was necessary. So technically they just want to finish the game before these inhibitors come back up. That's what I kind of feel in my gut. My gut says, finish the game, guys. Don't let them farm up. Don't let them get more levels. You're all level 18. They're not. And by they're not, I mean 2 of them are not. Adamumu is really far behind for a jungler. And that's unfortunate for him to be that low of a level. He's basically a stun bot, an AoE stun bot right now. He doesn't have any real AP damage. Okay, this is what it's going to come down to. Will they poke these towers down? Will they poke the champions down? Will they full engage? I don't know. They might just go for the, hey, let's gather up a bajillion super creeps so they can't stop the super creeps. And that's actually an effective strategy as well. Once you get all these super creeps attacking these towers, there's not much you can do. I mean, the super creeps, they hurt either you or your towers. Regardless, you're going to lose your towers or you're going to lose your lives eventually if they continue this whole strategy here. And it's not hard to do this at this point. Somebody's either gonna come out, they're gonna get caught. Oh, there we go, there's the engage. They want to make it happen. Plug uses his cleanse to get away, and they are focusing him down quite heavily. Coco is able to pick up the Malzahar. Malzahar goes down, but Corky falls. Great job on them. Before Baller being able to pick that one up, that's exactly what they want. And this is a good spot for them to be in with Ash up and Corky down. Will they be able to pick up Baller? No! This is actually looking good. No, they took down the 2 towers, so I think the next push they could probably win this, but at the same time,
Where? Oh, Ash did fall. No, if Ash was up, I think they would have had a good chance of defending it. But now the Super Creeps will finish this up. So that's going to be, of course, as you were probably expecting, Ernst & Young winning the game. Just took a little bit longer there at the end. But either way, very well played. I was really surprised and excited by the teamwork from Ernst & Young and how well they did. So really fun game to watch. Like, you know, more than like I said, it was more than I expected. I really enjoyed that game. Overall, that's it for today, though. Thank you guys for watching After Hours Gaming League matches. Of course, you can watch this again on Sunday. Be sure to check out AfterHoursGaming.tv. If you want to check out the website. And yeah, good stuff. Thanks for watching, guys.